What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy all the content I've been putting out. I know I haven't put out a lot recently, but everything that I have put out. So the garage is kind of a mess. The front of that is there and the MR2 parts are over there, but I got over here cleaned up. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you guys have noticed I have changed ideas of what I'm going to do. I've got a turbo and I'm going to be putting on the MR2. Have a blow-off valve that is an actual genuine HKS, it's not a knockoff. I have a real tile wastegate as well, and I just have a lot of things, so I've been accumulating a lot of different things to be able to get this thing turboed, get it turboed properly and everything, so I will show you the unboxing video of my turbo next. Alright guys, come unbox this turbo with me. Let's see. And watch me struggle bus here with it. Oh, there's staples in it. Let's see what we got here. A box inside of a box. This is nice. Like the T for Turbonetics. Let's see. Got 8 gaskets there. Ooh. Let's see. Well, yeah, there we go. I'm done. Oh yeah, that looks real good. I really enjoy this. That's fine. And nope. Sad day. Well, gotta figure out another thing for this. All right, so this is what I'm having the issues with. So this is a T3 turbo, and this manifold that I got from eBay said it was T3 manifold. This is actually a T25. Clown sent me the wrong manifold, or just don't actually have a T3, and they don't know what they're talking about, which is possible because it's eBay. So the turbo also comes into contact with the valve cover, so what I'm going to have to do is probably just create some custom manifold for this, so that is on the drawing board next. I have a lot to get together to be able to make the turbo work. I've already got a plan going with one of my friends. He came over and took a look at everything with me, so to be able to get it mocked up properly. Of course, this being a T3, it's going to require a little bit of work, but I'm still going to use this manifold even though it won't work properly. We have an idea, so just bear with me on that. You guys are really going to enjoy it. So I have to Still put the head gasket in this, get everything on the front assembled. I'm gonna put the engine back in the car. Once I get it back in there, can get an idea of what we can do room-wise to be able to make everything work. So back here, I still have to get coolant hoses in. I'm gonna do a lot of work like cut out this battery tray, relocate the battery to the trunk in here, and get everything ready for a full standalone ECU. I'm gonna run Mega Squirt like I run on the Miata over here, and like I also run on the Talon as well. So as of right now, because I have a lot to kind of get done, I'm gonna start with pulling the interior so I can get all the shifter stuff done and potentially even get all the wiring done for wideband, just so I have everything set up there so I can be able to drive it properly. You're probably also like, John, but what about the brakes? The whole reason you crashed the MR2 is because of the fucking brakes. Well, those I'm going to be upgrading as well, just in due time. After I get everything around it settled, I'm not going to be driving it as much until I can get everything exactly where I want it. So it is going to be kind of a long process, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm also going to be getting different wheels as well. All right, so what I need to start with here is removing the seat, because the seat, I have to be able to access all of these screws under this center console. So let's get to moving on that. More than likely these things are going to be tight, so I'm using a long-handled ratchet instead of a short one for now. It is Impacto time. Oh wow, this seat is actually pretty light, at least in comparison to what the Miata had. All right, so I had to pull the seat out because there's a couple screws down here you can't access. And then there's some up under here that you also can't access because the seat cushion sits just slightly too high up here to be able to access them. So it also gives me a lot more room to work with. I may have to do this on the driver's side as well, but I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get there. Alright, so if you guys don't know what I'm doing here, what I am doing is I'm replacing these shifter base bushings all the way around. They're rubber bushing right now, and this whole thing can, kind of make the shifter kind of act a little bit sloppy. I'm also going to be replacing the shifter cup down here, and I'm replacing the shifter lever itself with a 93 plus turbo MR2 one, because the shifter apparently feels better. So yeah, let's get started on that. Alright, so just to give you guys a quick comparison between the two shifters, this one is significantly shorter in height. So this one's the one that's going in. This one's about, from top of thread to top of thread, about an inch, just an inch shorter, but it also apparently feels a heck of a lot better once you replace the base bushings and the shifter cup, which I'll show you guys here. Actually, I don't need to pull that off because this is coming out. See more Toyota parts. I'm just going to line the whole inside of this cup with a little bit of grease here. And then there's a little slot for this to go into. Come on. And now that's in there. All greased up, ready to go. Okay, got this assembly all cleaned up. It was just coated with grease and everything, so got it cleaned up pretty well. Time to add some more grease to the spring there. A little bit of finagling to do that, but it got the job done. Alright, so now 93 shifter. Shifter base has all been lubed back up with new components, or not new components, but with new lube. Alright, so now in the shifter base here, I need to replace all these rubber bushings with the solid ones, both sides. So I need to figure out how these come out. Looks like I can just take them out with a pry bar, so that's probably what I'm going to do here. Yeah, just pop up this, and then now the bushing, it's kind of stuck to it. Oh, this is actually fed through all the way. So this is actually just one whole bushing. But that isn't going to be able to stop me. There's multiple ways to get around it. Let's start with popping these metal things out first though. Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Kind of sketchy to do this in the car, but I didn't want to pull the camera out just to pull it back in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the razor blade here, and I'm just going to cut through the top half of the bushing. And there's, well, that one disappeared. There we go. Now the bushings are out, or at least that one is. Go. Perfect. Now all the bushings are out. Now here's the solid bushings I had ordered from Prime MR2. Now there is, of course, 8 of these, so one goes on top and one goes on bottom. And I just bolt those into this plate just like that. But first I need to put this back into the shifter base. Notice on here there's a flat side. If I can get my camera to focus, there's a flat side, then there's an indentation side. The indentation side goes against this plate so it can center itself. So now it doesn't wiggle around. Sooner. Putting some of this grease on a Q-tip instead of all over my fingers makes it a heck of a lot easier. You're probably wondering why I can just spin this in a circle right now, and it's because I still have the transmission out. So yeah, it just kind of flops all over the place, but does feel a heck of a lot lower. Now my hand isn't like way up here. I can't wait to test this out. Alright, so this is an upgrade I've had the parts for since probably a few months after I bought the car. Just never had time to do it, and now that I've done it, I'm excited. Alright, got that all reassembled except for the piece back there. I'm also going to vacuum in here because it is quite dirty before I put the seat back in. Alright, there we go. All clean and back together. What you're going to see next is me getting rid of the battery tray and a couple different things in here just to kind of clean it up, cruise control, all that stuff. So that'll be in the next video. I'm going to end it here. I hope that did help you out with how to install all the shifter stuff in the vehicle. If you guys have any questions, definitely reach out to me. It's kind of straightforward. And the video does have quite a few things that you can kind of see what I'm doing in there, but just hit me up if you do have any questions. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, share, and just remember, don't quit on a body that won't quit.